Well, hi everybody, it's Hubby here with Just About Anything Garage, bringing you another super exciting behind the scenes update on our shop cleaning efforts, okay? And from the last one I told you we're going to do is we're going to bring you in when we were getting the storage shed all set, and we're doing some work on that, so I wanted to show you what we're doing. If you recall from the last video, we talked about putting 2x8s down on the side to be the leveling support. So let me show you what we're doing here, okay? These are the 2x8s that I have set up on this, okay? They're set down. The platform is level. It's set down and we got them screwed in with a couple screws, okay? On these three sides. This side, and this side. And of course I've marked with black pen. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's a mark line on that and that. We're gonna pull those off and trim them, and then we'll trim this end piece right here to get it level. But everything is level, and then we'll put more screws in it, and we'll use the construction lag screws. I don't know if you see them, they got big heads on them. I got the Torx bolts, Torx inserts for fastening them, and then they're, I don't know, what, a 1/4 inch in diameter, so they're bigger. I have 3-inch deck screws in it now, just holding them up and in place, and it, you know, it'll support me anyways. I wouldn't fully load it with what I have on it, but once we get the lag screws in, we'll do that. But we're level. Let me show you on the level here. I don't know if you can see it. Turn on the light. I don't know if it'll help. But the bubble's in the middle. And if we go down the line here, the bubble stays in the middle. And every direction we go. So we're in pretty good shape in terms of having this all leveled up and ready to go. So the next step will be, we'll go ahead and pull the side ones off and that end one. And I'll keep the end ones on first to keep it level. We'll pull the side ones off. We'll trim them. We'll put the side ones back on. We'll pull that end one off. We'll put it down. Then we'll put more deck screws in it, and then we'll put the lag bolts in it. And then this deck is all ready to go. All leveled. I'm not going to move. There's a center board that I have right where you can see this pencil mark right here. Runs it right down there to support the center of it. So we'll be in good shape. All right, so let me go ahead and cut those. We'll come back and we'll show you the next part, which is to drag those boxes out, start pulling them apart, and see what we got to do to put that thing up. And then we'll give you a little show on putting it up. And on that one, we'll probably go in high speed in a lot of the areas, if not the whole thing, because it'll probably take me a couple hours to do it, just because I'm a slow learner. All right, so hang tight and we'll be right back. All right, it's Memorial Day. It's the second part of this. And it was raining. I mean, it was more than rain, it was pouring. This thing was sopping, soaking wet. It's dried out now. So we can get back to it and, you know, cut off, get everything level and do that. But wanted to dry a little bit more on the grass because it's really, really smushy. In the meantime, we decided we're going to try and get Ripley, who, if you remember, was sitting right in the middle here, over into this bay and up onto the lift. So I had mounted the stanchion over here for this, and you know, we didn't do a bad job mounting it in terms of where it goes in kind of the middle of the, we're a little bit to the right of the middle, and we're paying for it because the winch is trying to pull it to the right, plus the fact we have it on dollies, so as it's pulling, it's trying to push it over this way. So I got to get help as we're doing this and push it back over. But we're gonna have to move the winch location where I have it, because it's, if we're going to pull it up to where we have the ramp here, the lift, it's going to have to come over, which means I got to rearrange this back. There's just no way around it. It just keeps pulling to the left. So what we're going to do is, it's not, you know, it's got 4 bolts with drill holes. We'll just take it off. We'll knock them down in there. I'm going to have to rearrange this, move this where I had it, and pull that winch over here to get it lined up in the center of this. Right here. Actually, you know what I could do? Is I could just mount it like right here. Boom. And just put a mount plate over it. Nah, it'll be in the way. We're going to keep it back behind the line. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and rearrange it and get it fixed. But oops, stinking thinking. When I was trying to do it, it doesn't work. Especially with those, it pulls it. I mean, if it was regular wheels and they had a steering wheel, you could probably turn the wheel and keep it in line and get it, but it would never pull to the center of the of the lift. See, because it's got to be way, see what my foot's doing, way over here. So we're going to go ahead and align it to the center of the lift. I'll take and we'll pull this vertical file. It's got full of tools, so we'll just, we'll pull it out of there. We'll move that over, get it lined up, and we'll rearrange the space here to make it work. But that's what we're doing. I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll come back and show you. And what we want to do is we want to try and put it up, pull her up onto the lift, and let her be out of the way for a little while. I don't have anything slated yet to be used on the lift. Everything needs to be done on the ground, or I can do it with the 2 posts, which works just fine in 99.9% of the cases. I changed the oil on the Suburban on this. It worked beautiful. Was able to get under it and drain it stable and everything. So that's cool. But we'll be back with that. We'll also be back with getting that over there finished up, and these boxes that are sitting here assembled onto that. So sit tight and we will be back. All right, so let's squeeze in an update. It's like the 25th. It's late, like 8 p.m. here in Agawam. Yeah, 8 p.m. We got this all cut off here. It's all leveled and it's attached. We're going to throw a couple of big lags in it, but other than that, it's screwed and nailed in. All the front board's done and cut off. See right here, it's all even. This one's all set. So everything's level, everything's firm. We're in good shape. We'll go ahead and we're going to lay the boxes out tomorrow. And we'll start getting that up so we can get parts out and get cranking on our way here. So that's where we are with there. Is another part of behind the scenes getting things going together. We were pulling Ripley in, right? And we mounted the jack here and worked the winch here. It worked fine. And I set the winch up such that it was in the center of the bay, but it's stupid. I'm dumb. Here's why. Didn't think it through. I need to set the winch up so it's in the center of the door, not in the center of the bay, because the bay starts over here and it's got a wall, and then you got that. When I set the one up in the middle, not a big deal, right? Because the center of the bay is the center of the door on this one. The center of the door is not the center of the bay on this one. It's a little bit over. And so when I'm trying to winch it in, it's pulling it to the right. Now, we have it on the dollies. That's part of it. So we got to push them over, but it's still going to try to pull it to the right here. So we're going to go and move this. We got it all unplugged. I'm going to tape the door shut so that they don't open here, and get it out of the way. And we're going to move this over so it's in the center of the door, so that we can winch things on to the 4-post lift without any issues. All right, so quick update. We're going to go and we're going to do that. We also moved this stuff out of the back path. So guess what? We can actually walk now up and in there and put some stuff upstairs. So I left this out. This is a rigid system I use to transport tools. And I left it out and hanging around down here so that if I go to get something, I can load up tools and do that. We're going to find a new home with that place for that, but where it's close but not in the way, because it's just sitting and it's taking up space because we haven't used it yet. So that's where we're at. We'll be back when we're building. Hang tight. Okay, so when I'm talking about construction lags, I'm talking about these right here. Okay, we made to do things, and these are 5/16 by 3.5. I'm gonna put 4 on each side and 6 across the center, just to, that give a little extra size to supporting on this, because it's just got the deck screws, 3-inch deck screws on it right at this point. They just go in. I'm not going to show you putting them in. I'm just going to show you what we're going to do with them and just position them generally in here. Pull this one down a little bit this way, probably. There we go. Get better support and just a little bit more diameter to support the weight as we load it. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and break that box out, put the box on it, and go ahead and do it. The other thing that we did as part of this is, you remember me mentioning the fact that we put the winch in the wrong spot. because we put it in the center of the bay rather than the middle of the door, is I remounted the connector using 1/2-inch concrete anchors, moved it in, and now we're lined up to the middle of the door. So we're going to pull Ripley in. I'll show you that. See if we can get her up on this and get her up out of the way, because she's not due yet, and I don't have anything planned to be on this just yet. And we can take her off, can winch her off or push her off. She's on car dollies, so that should not be hard. So hang in there. We'll be back with some other stuff to show you. Okay, so we're back at it, and here's what we did. We had to decide how we were going to handle this corner, right? Because this is where the winch is, right? We got the winch mount under there. I don't know if you can see it. Here, let me turn you up. You got the winch mount, right? Right under there. Let me get the light. I have the light off of it because I was charging it. We'll talk about what we're going to do here. Sorry. Randomly showing you parts of the shop as I walk around. Put the light on it, get a little bit of light on the subject. We're charging the light up. Okay, try that again. Alright, so that's the hitch that we moved, right? Moved it back in there and lined it up in the center of the thing. So I didn't want to give the space up with it, but we couldn't have the lateral tool chest, right? This is the lateral tool chest that was sitting there. We have our charge station set up and it's full of tools. So I put all my DeWalt's and Bowers and stuff, the corded, uncorded stuff, and on the bottom there's some General Electric stuff. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this cabinet, we're going to move it over in front of this window. Now this crap pile in front. We got a little stand here, as you can see. And pull the stand out of there, clear the stand out because it's just holding crap. Throw away the junk there. We're going to take that, slide it over here, plug it in so we maintain our tools and our charge station. Then we're going to take that stand and we're going to come over and I'm going to put it where this red one is, right here, facing in that direction. Probably pull this down a little bit. We'll find a new home for the power washer. This is going to get picked up so we have a straight path in there. And we'll use this for, you know, this is holding parts and some supplies on it. We'll continue to do that. We'll put the little black stand here. This we'll take and we're going to move. We'll empty this. All this stuff is, you know, epoxy-based stuff for the boats and different things like that, and fiberglass and materials and tools for that we have in the drawers and different things. So we'll just take that and move that and put it on the stand so we can just see it at a glance. We don't have to search. Then we're going to take that toolbox. We're going to bring it over here. I'm going to replace it for this one because this one's got a wicked tilt to it. It's got broken casters and stuff. And then this one, we'll either throw it in storage and keep it with the expectations of potentially repairing it, or we'll decide to chuck it. I've had it forever. And see what we'll do that. But then that'll get everything all set up so that we have a winch spot for the 4-post. Now all we need to do with it is, in order to put the winches, is I don't have this one down with screws. You just lift it up, pull it out, and then you go in through the top, put the winch in. Battery can sit anywhere next to it, and we winch things in. The home for the winch is in the center bay. This is its home. This is where I've got the charger and the battery set up and all that type of stuff. So it's here because most projects will be winched into the center bay so that we can use the 2-post, because the 2-post has a lot of versatility to it. You can lift it high and keep it low, do tires on it, you can do oil changes, all types of things. The only problem this has is with super long stuff, you got to make sure you balance it right. And that's why part of the reason we got this was to handle stuff like the Suburban and some of the bigger trucks, to keep it more stable and type stuff, and as storage. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put that winch back on once we got everything set up here. We're going to get Ripley, and Ripley's going to go on the 4-post for now, like I was saying. I don't have anything planned to be on this, so that we can store her up and out of the way. I'm going to keep her inside because she's a '69 Corvette that's more or less original, and I don't want her to get messed up any more than she is. She's got the frame's gone on her. So we can't lift her to look underneath her real good with the 2 posts, because it just, where you got to put the post stand, there is no frame. It's gone. So if we put it on the 2 post lift, it's on car dollies, we'll be able to examine underneath it. But in terms of this, where we're doing our cleanup and we're getting the shop ready, we also have another workspace, a bench workspace. So we utilize the space well with drawers and everything. This is a Harbor Freight. It's a Yukon 48-inch bench with lights. So we'll just keep utilizing the space. We'll keep cleaning up, and we'll keep bringing it to you. We haven't got to the outside yet. We've been raining the last 2 days. Today was horrible, the early part of the day. It's pretty nice now. It's cleared out. The front's pushed through. But when the other front came in, it struggled to get to 45 degrees. And it's up in the 50s now. And it was raining, wet. I got these, I covered these up. They still got some wet, so we're gonna let them dry out. And then tomorrow we're gonna start on this, because we're supposed to have a nice day tomorrow, and then Monday and Tuesday, so I can work on it after hours when we're not in the childcare. And get this going. I'm hoping that my instructions are dry. We'll find out. We'll cut these boxes open, and we'll get this going and get it up. All right, that's where we are right now, and we'll be back with more exciting segments of getting the shop together so we can actually work it. All right, so let me show you how we're going to install that winch. I want to put it in anyways, because we want to get Ripley in if we can. This isn't screwed down, so I should be able to just flip it up like this. Good corner. Pull it out. Set it to the side. And of course, if we have to, we can move the desk around, the bench around. Get out of the way. We got the new receiver socket there. Just take this sucker, pick her up. Make sure that the power cord's out of the way. All right, up in here. Squat. Diddles. Pull her down. Pop her in. Of course, put the pin in it, but that's all that's to it. And this is right under. This can stay out here where we can put the bat tray outside. And so, no big deal, we'll show you. Of course, pulling it out is just reverse it. Right in there into the hitch area. All you have to do is stick the pin in to keep it. Get the new receiver down bigger. The back two pulled up probably a little too far, but it should be fine. And we were tightening it. But, and we'll give it a shot. Alright? I might show you us winching Ripley, and it's sitting right over there. Okay, but we got to get set up for that, so we'll be back. Okay, so the winch position fixed our pull-in problem. We lined it up, we pulled it in. Now we're trying to get it up onto the lift here. And initially I started with my car dollies. They're over here, right here. But they're too wide. When it sits on it, you know, one wheel will fit on the ramp, the other one's coming off, so that ain't gonna work. So we jacked it up, we got them off. So you can see we put it on. We said, well, let's see if we can slide it up. It starts to slide up, and then it catches on the ramp, and it actually starts to push the post, the 4-post lift back. So that ain't gonna work. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got the winch on the back of the Suburban. We're gonna use the Suburban as our anchor. We're gonna attempt to pull this out of the garage just enough so the garage door will close, and we'll cover up again. But then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the wheels off. It's got, you know, super wide, fancy front ones, and then regular on the back. I've got 4 regular rims that'll fit on it. We'll put some tires on it. While we have it off, we'll see if we can't get these wheels to spin. So that's going to be the key, is to get them to spin, and then we'll pull it up under the ramp when the wheels are turning. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can do this. I'm going to pull this tripod stand thingy off, put you on the short legs, the back of the Suburban. Hopefully we won't pull the Suburban out. Suburban should be fine. Plenty of mass, weighs way more than the Vet does, even when you're pulling it. Okay, let's get you guys positioned so you can see. There you go. You go set the brake on the Suburban just to make sure, a little extra. Parking brake is set. Put these gloves back on because they're handy for doing this. We got the remote. We're all plugged in, ready to rock and roll. See if we can drag it out. Oops, better engage it. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to step to the side. Looks like up at the front, that's good. Let's see if we got any others. I don't want to step over the rope, really. This one is not. Give it a rest. Give it a rest. Got like 3 feet more we gotta go. Door yet. Not quite, a little bit more. Alright, clear the door. Yeah, we can press the suspension on that Suburban. I don't know if you guys could see it in the motion of the camera, but certainly did that. Okay, so we pulled it out. Bottom line here is driver's side is turning, so we can get a good tire on that. So we got one down. All the rest are sliding, so we're gonna have to get them up and see if we can break them free. Get them out. Everybody else is sliding pretty good. So we'll cover it back up, and we'll get on to what we're supposed to be getting onto. A little bit of a distraction because I assembled that bench back there. We got to go back like we were talking about and assemble our storage place so that we can get all this crap in there and get building again. So we're going to start with that. So anyways, a little side trip here. Just thought I'd show you, but we got her out. We'll get her covered, get wheels on her, we got it taken care of. All right, sit tight. We'll be back with some more exciting stuff. What the heck was I thinking? Oh my God. I pulled the manuals out on this thing. They certainly didn't do a snap it together easy type design on this thing. 256 screws on the bottom, 256 screws on the top, and then miscellaneous stuff. There's like over 600 screws you got to put in this thing when you put it together. I hope everything is labeled well. You're going to get to see it in all its glory. We'll probably run in time lapse on a lot of it, but basically build the frame. You do the corners, you fill in, you put the top. Oh, it's going to be fun. I thought I'd just kind of point that out to you before we got started. All right, might as well get to it. Hang tight. Let's get it all set up, spread out, and tools, and then we'll start building. Ought to be fun. All right, it's a gorgeous June 6th. I tell you, we're going to 93 today. It's going to be gorgeous. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, let's do an update. And we're probably going to end this video here, and we'll come back with another video for you, assembling the storage unit, cleaning the 2 racks, and getting that done. But we made some significant progress while we're waiting to do things. I'll tell you about what we're going to do just before we end this. But here we are. We got things cleared out. We got things rearranged. This particular unit was over here where this shelving unit was. The shelving unit was in the back, like I was telling you on the other segments. Back here where we now have the tool cabinet and charging stuff. Back here, plugged in and ready to rock and roll. All right, all that stuff in there. Because we went and we put the workbench in here to hide where we're going to have the winch over there. We're getting ready to do the Asus Killshot Fusion. We got the manuals all printed up. We went and got a cart for from Harbor Freight, and nice big cart too, laying out all the parts. So we're going to pull Ghost in. The intention here is to pull her into the center. We're going to use the 2 post lift to get her out because we got to drop the gas tank because they got an in-tank pump we got to install. Then we'll need to do an O2 sensor on here as far down as we can get it before we hit the coupler. That shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to do that. We'll get the EFI on that. But we've got it so that we can walk all around everywhere in here, around the front. I can use the tire equipment. I can get into the back. I can get into the boat because we're going to start that one up again. I come all the way around the back like this. I get in the back, nothing's blocking. We still got to get the stuff moved, right? Because we got to get that storage unit up where we're going to put the tools that we don't use. They're piled over here in front of the lift. We're not going to use the lift currently, the 4 poster right now. The reason for that is Ripley is going to go up on that, but to do that I've got to get her, I got to replace the tires on the front and back. I've got 4 of them that are frozen and we got to freeze up and roll. We tried to pull it up with the winch, had plenty of power, but it was moving the lift back. I think I said that in another section, so you already know that. So we got everything here. This is all mobile, so if I do need the 4 posts, I can move it. It's just that we're going to focus on using the 2 posts in the center lane with that. We're all set up out here. Let me show you. Ready to go. We broke the boxes open. Like I was telling you, I don't know what I was thinking because it's got a million screws. We're going to put down the silver tarp. We're going to lay all the parts out. This is Friday. We should have it assembled and ready to go by the end of the weekend, by Monday at the latest. We'll start putting stuff in it. And we'll bring you that. We'll show you that. All right, so we're going to end this here. We appreciate you guys. If you do all that jazz for me, I really would appreciate it. And for you that don't know what all that jazz is, it's that subscribe and comment, and give me a like, and share it with you. If you would please do that, that'll help the channel grow, and we would really, really appreciate it. All right, so we'll be back to you with another behind the scenes where we do the assembly on that, get the racks cleaned off, and we're going to start one on Ghost, so keep your eye open for that. She'll be coming out. And we're going to try and wrap that boat up. I know, ambitious, but we're going to get there. And then we still have to get over to getting this flatbed, which is going to get cleared because I've got a dumpster coming. We're going to get everything cleared up and out of here. Anyways, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you real soon.